Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to see the topic minimum shift keying. Okay, in the last class we already discussed about QPSK, offset QPSK, and Gaussian and DQPSK. Okay, pi by 4 DQPSK. Okay, today in this class we are going to see about MSK. What is MSK? It is minimum shift keying. Okay, it is a non-linear type of modulation. This minimum shift keying is a non-linear type of modulation. Okay, also this minimum shift keying, it is a special type of continuous phase frequency shift keying. Okay, it is a continuous phase shift modulation. Okay, that is why we are saying this is just to overcome the problem of the phase changing in QPSK. In QPSK there is a chance there is some phase changing problem, so just to overcome that we are using this minimum shift keying, this key. Okay, QPSK, what is QPSK? Is a linear modulation, where MSK is a non-linear modulation. So here the modulation index. Okay, the modulation index is 0.5 reference signal. Okay, here the modulation index is given by 0.5. Okay, and also here the frequency deviation is equal to 1 by 4th of the bit rate. Okay, that is del f is equal to, here del f value is there, del f is equal to 1 by 4 RB. Okay, 1 by 4 RB, or it is also called as it is also equal to 1 by 4 TB. So the modulation of FSK signal is similar to FM modulation index. So here the modulation index is denoted by K. So here the KFSK, the modulation is similar to KFSK. So that is MSK is a special type of continuous phase frequency shift keying. So the modulation index of KFSK is equal to 2 del f by RB. Okay, the modulation index of 0.5 corresponds to the minimum frequency spacing that allows two FSK signals to be coherently orthogonal. Okay, so that is it corresponds to the minimum frequency spacing. Okay, which allows two FSK signals to be orthogonal to each other. Okay, so this MSK it allows the minimum frequency separation and for orthogonal detection. It is also called as fast FSK. MSK is also called as fast FSK. Okay, because why we are calling it as fast FSK is the frequency spacing used is 1/2 as much is our frequency spacing used is only half as much as that used in conventional non-coherent FSK. Okay, we are just using the frequency, half of the frequency is using in this. So we are just saying that MSK is also a fast FSK. What is FSK? Frequency shift key. Okay, so this MSK is spectrally efficient modulation, and it's particularly attractive for using mobile radio communication. So the main application of this is mobile radio communication. It processes, so the main properties of this is constant envelope, spectral efficiency, good bit error rate performance, and self synchronization capability. These are the main properties of this MSK. Okay, it is a special form of orthogonal QPSK. Okay, that is if we replace the rectangular pulse of in OQPSK, the rectangular pulse of OQPSK in amplitude with half cycle sinusoidal pulse is the minimum shift key. So From the orthogonal QPSK signal, if we replace the rectangular pulse in amplitude with half sinusoidal pulse, we can say it as the minimum shift keying. Okay. So that equation is given here. F MSK of t is equal to sigma I is equal to 0 to n minus 1 mi of t p of t minus 2I ts into cos 2 pi fct plus sigma I is equal to 0 to n minus 1 mq of t p of t minus 2I tb minus tb into sin 2 pi fct. Okay. Here mi of t and mq of t. What is that? Mi of t and mq of t are the odd and even bits of the bipolar data string, and the values of plus or minus 1, and which are feed the in phase and quadrature amps of the modulator. Here the bit rate is RB by 2. Okay. So there are a number of variations of MSK. Okay. So if one version of the MSK is used for only positive half sinusoidal as the basic pulse shape, another version can use as the alternating positive and negative half sinusoidal as the basic pulse shape. So this is mainly used for achieving the spectral efficiency of the signal. So the MSK waveform is a special type of continuous phase frequency shift keying, as we told earlier. Okay. So the equation of this MSK is S MSK of t is equal to root of 2 EB by TB cos 2 pi FCT minus MI of t MQ of t pi t by 2 TB plus 5k. Okay, where 5k is equal to 0 or pi depending on whether mi of t is 1 or minus 1. The continuity at the bit transmission period is ensured by choosing the carrier frequency. So the baseband pulse shaping function P of t is given by P of t is equal to cos pi t by 2t. Okay, or 0 elsewhere. So the normal power spectralized normalized power spectral density for MSK is given in the equation 5. So this is the power spectral density of MSK. The spectral density of QPSK and OQPSK are also drawn from. Okay, here in this figure it shows the spectral density of MSK, QPSK and OQPSK. Okay, the dotted line shows the spectral density of QPSK and OQPSK, where the straight line, okay, the line shows MSK signal, the power spectral density of the MSK signal. Okay, so when we compare these two figures, the MSK spectrum has the lower side lobes than QPSK and OQPSK. Okay, that is the MSK signal. When we look onto the figure, we can understand that the MSK spectrum has lower side lobes and than the QPSK and OQPSK. So the 99% of the MSK power is contained within a bandwidth B is equal to 1.2 by T. So here we can when we compare the MSK as well as QPSK or PSK spectrum, we can say that the main lobe, the first lobe, okay, the main lobe of MSK is wider comparing to OQPSK or QPSK. Okay, so this MSK is less spectral efficient than the phase shift keying techniques. Okay. Then we are going to see the MSK transmitter. This is the MSK transmitter signal. Okay, in this transmitter signal, the carrier signal, that is cos 2 pi of FCT, that is the carrier signal, it is multiplied with cos nt by 2t just to produce the two-phase coherent signal. Okay, the two-phase coherent signal at the frequency fc plus 1 by 4t and fc minus 1 by 4t. Okay, these two FSK signals are then separated by using two narrow band pass filter. What is band pass filter? It will allow just a particular band of frequency and approximately combine to form the in phase as well as the quadrature phase carrier component. Here the in phase component is given by x of t and the quadrature phase component is given by y of t respectively. Okay, so these carriers are then again multiplied with the odd and even bit strings. That is, here mi of t and mq of t is the odd and even bit strings just to produce the MSK modulated signal S of t. Okay, so first we have to multiply with the carrier signal with cos nt by 2t, then produce the two-phase coherent signal at fc plus 1 by 4t and fc minus 1 by 4t, and these two signals are then separated using two narrow band pass filter and approximately combined. Okay, combined to form the, here when we look onto the figure, the in phase component is x of t and the quadrature phase component is y of t. Okay, then these carriers are again multiplied with the odd and the even bit stream mi of t and mq of t and then summing together to form the MSK modulated signal. Okay, then MSK receiver or MSK demodulator. Okay, in the MSK demodulator, the received signal S of t, that is the signal that is received from the transmitter, the signal that is transmitted is received here. Okay, so the MSK of t, that is the received signal, is then multiplied with the respective in phase and the quadrature carrier. Okay, so the in phase carrier is x of t and the quadrature carrier is y of t. The output of the mux and are integrated, then the output of this is integrated over 2-bit period and given to the decision circuit at the end of each 2-bit periods. Okay, then we are giving this integrated signal over the 2-bit periods and given to the decision circuit at the end of the each 2-bit period. So based on the level of the signal at the output, okay, from based on this level of the signal at the output of the integrator, the threshold detector, these two threshold detector or threshold devices decides whether the original signal is 0 or 1, that is determined by this threshold device. The output data streams are mi of t and mq of t are combined to obtain the, then these two mi of t and mq of t are combined to obtain the demodulated signal. Then the next one is GMSK. So GMSK is a simple GMSK, that is Gaussian minimum shift key. Okay. So this GMSK is a way is an also an MSK signal with some variation. Okay. So here what is the difference is in this a filter with Gaussian impulse response is there. Okay, here in this Gaussian MSK there is a filter with Gaussian impulse response is employed. So the fluctuations of the slight lobes, there will be some slight lobes are there. So the fluctuation and the slight lobes in the signal envelope are more reduced by the modulation of this non-return to zero data signal. Okay, using a pre-modulation Gaussian filter. Okay, so just to reduce this fluctuations in the signal and side lobes in the signal envelope, this method is using. Okay, so that is how in this GMSK the side lobe levels of the spectrum are reduced by passing the modulating non-return to zero data waveform through a pre-modulation Gaussian pulse shaping filter. In this Gaussian MSK, we are just adding a Gaussian pulse shaping filter. Okay. So baseband Gaussian pulse shape smooth the phase root of the MSK signal and tends stabilize the instantaneous frequency variation over time. So the pre-modulation Gaussian filtering converts the full response message signal into partial response scheme where each transmitted symbol spans several bit period. Okay, GMSK can be continuously detected just as an MSK or non-coherently detected as simple FSK. Okay, this is an MSK signal. What is an MSK signal? It is a continuous phase frequency shift keying. So we can say GMSK is a frequency shift keying. Okay. So the main advantage or the main attractive feature of this GMSK is the excellent power efficiency, power spectral efficiency. So that is here there is a constant envelope property. So due to that there is an excellent power efficiency or spectral efficiency. So here in this the pre-modulation Gaussian filtering, it will introduce the intersymbol interference in the transmitted signal, but it cannot be shown that the degradation is not severe. Even if they are introducing an intersymbol interference in the transmitted signal, the degradation is not severe. Okay, in GMSK the pre-modulation filter acts as an so here in this GMSK the pre-modulation filter has an impulse response. Here the impulse response is given by Hg of t is equal to root of pi divided by alpha into expression of minus pi square by alpha square into t square. Okay, this is the impulse response, okay, of the pre-modulation filter GMSK filter, and the transfer function is given by Hg of f is equal to expression of minus alpha square f square, where alpha is equal to root of natural logarithm of 2 divided by root 2b. B is the 3 dB baseband bandwidth of Hg of f. Okay, and t is the simple duration. Okay, so the main advantage of this GMSK is it will minimize the incredible error rate generated by the filter due to intersymbol interference. Okay, so the power spectral density is shown below here. The power spectrum. Okay, I will send you. Okay. Then the bit error rate of the GMSK was determined for the additive white Gaussian noise channel and the performance within the 1 dB of the optimal MSK. Here the bit error rate P is equal to Q of root of 2 gamma EB by N naught, where gamma is a constant related to BT. BT is equal to 2.25. Gamma is approximately equal to 0.68. Okay. Then GMSK transmitter and receiver. Okay. So here in the GMSK transmitter, a non-return to zero message sequence is applying to a baseband filter with a Gaussian impulse response succeeded by FM modulation. Okay. So to generate a GMSK, it is necessary to pass a non-return to message bit stream through a Gaussian baseband filter having an impulse response followed by the FM modulator. So GMSK is used in variety of analog and digital implementation for the US cellular digital packet and global system for the mobile communication, that is GPS. Okay. Then a GMSK receiver, this is the GMSK receiver. So here in this GMSK signals can be detected using the orthogonal coherent detector or with the simple non-coherent detector. Here the carrier frequency is recovered using the sum of two discrete frequency components contained at the output of the frequency doubler. Then it is divided by and it is divided by 4. Okay, here this method is called Botha's method. Okay, so it is similar to the Costal loop and equivalent to that of the PLL with a frequency doubler. Here in this GMSK we are just using a method that is called Botha method. Okay, so this is GMSK signals can be detected using a orthogonal coherent detector with simple non-coherent detector carrier frequency. Okay, so there are many methods for the detection. Just we are just methods I am saying. Frequency discrimination detection method is there, differential detection method is there, matched filter reception method is there. These are the methods that is used for the detection of this GMSK signal. Okay, hope you all understand the topic. Thank you.